first, I think it's actually.
See you driving to work all the time. I hear you're always like, right when it's funny, it's like Stacy every morning. I know, it's when I turn, you're coming up. So that's usually, it's really funny, it's timing, and it's so funny. You don't know, no. Stacy texts me when I don't say hi to her. She'll text me like, I'm like, you're driving. It's like, really? I would be pushing but I see Stacy every morning on my way to work. And it's funny, so it's like, you know, at first you're ignoring me. I don't even know you're there. I'm like half asleep. How's Mikey?
I'll talk to you afterwards if you want to catch up.
Oh, Seth.
You're good. You're good. Just
The green light is on. Seth.
we can hear you.
Hello. Seth. We're going to get started momentarily. We have several of our students who are returning from a mock trial competition, and they're just a few minutes out. So rather than disrupt everything once they get here, if everybody can just be patient, we'll get started shortly. Hopefully that's okay. They're here.
Please be seated.
Welcome to the 2016 induction ceremony of the High Point Regional High School chapter of the National Honor Society. Thank you for coming out in this weather, by the way. Severe thunderstorm warnings, tornadoes, the middle of February, Northwest New Jersey. Go for it. My name is Art Mina, and it is my honor and privilege to congratulate you as the parents on the success of your sons and daughters. This is truly a milestone moment for these students, and we are all very proud of their accomplishments. I can remember something called the Dream Team back in the 1990s. Some of you were around back then. And there was a team of basketball players that they called the Dream Team. Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, a whole bunch of other ones. And they kind of gave everybody a feeling of greatness and motivation, and I just remember it like it was yesterday. And we're surrounded by so many things that kind of take hope away and dash your dreams, and it really is mind-boggling sometimes. But Becky Sarno, my co-advisor, and I get to spend time with this group on a regular basis, and this is our dream team. So we congratulate them, we congratulate you. It's really inspiring to spend time with them every day. Briefly, the National Honor Society was established by the National Association of Secondary School Principals in 1921 for the purpose of recognizing and encouraging academic achievement while also developing other characteristics essential to good citizenship. These ideals, scholarship, leadership, service, and character, which are signified by the candles that you see in front of you, have become the cornerstones of the society and are as relevant today as they were when the NHS was first founded. Today, after over 90 years, the National Honor Society has grown into one of the most prestigious and highly regarded secondary school organizations in America. Through your local NHS chapter, all members are able to maintain and extend the qualities that won them selection in the first place. Membership, therefore, is both an honor and a lifelong privilege. I'd like to bring up my co-advisor, Ms. Rebecca Sarno.
I would also like to thank parents, teachers, administrators for joining us this evening. I've been the co-advisor for 2 years, and in those 2 years I've been humbled by the opportunity to work with such amazing individuals. These students you see up here tonight do not only represent the brightest of our student body, but they also are some of the most well-rounded people I have ever met. As you sit and listen this evening to the biographies of these young people, you will not only hear a variety of athletic team and clubs represented, but you also hear the contributions they have made to our community. They have volunteered endless hours to local organizations. It is truly amazing the dedication of these students. I would like to congratulate our new inductees. You have proven to be the best of the best. I would also like to wish our senior class luck as they embark on their new journey. May you continue to write impressive pages in your story of life. Thank you very much, and I would like now to bring up our president, Randy Storms.
Members of the Board of Education, Mr. Campbell, Mr. Brelick, distinguished faculty, parents, and friends. On behalf of the High Point Regional High School chapter of the National Honor Society, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to this year's induction ceremony. The 34 students being inducted this evening represent High Point's very best and brightest. They have excelled in our classrooms, in our sports and activities, and our communities.
At this time, would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Scott Ripley, we will now hear from Mr. Seamus Campbell, Acting Director of Curriculum and Instruction.
Good evening. Thank you, Randy. It's an honor to be here this evening. Our superintendent, Dr. Ripley, was unable to attend tonight, and he asked if I would step in and offer a few words on his behalf. Dr. Ripley is not able to be here tonight because of you. At this time, he's in North Brunswick attending a consortium known as the Garden State Association of Schools. It's an opportunity once again for High Point to be recognized for its great accomplishment. And he's there because of you. High Point's accolades, the awards, the recognition, all of the wonderful accomplishments that we are noted for are really the result of wonderful, dedicated families who support and nurture their children. They're the result of a phenomenal faculty about whom you will hear this evening. But most of all, they're about these young men and women. It's about academic achievement in the classroom. And without that, there is no great recognition, there is no great purpose. So on behalf of our superintendent, I congratulate you. Tonight is not just about accomplishment. We are celebrating that, but I believe we are also celebrating your trajectory. Your phenomenal, astronomical, mind-blowing trajectory. Your future is so incredibly bright, and it's because of the foundation you've laid. Hard work, sacrifice, dedication. Aristotle once said, the habits we form in childhood make small difference. In fact, they make all the difference. And I believe that the dedication to your craft, to your studies, to your leadership, to your activities, about which we will hear an amazing amount tonight, is the reason your future is so spectacular. I speak on behalf of our administration, our faculty, and your parents when I say we are just bursting with excitement to see where your life will take you. Tonight is not the finish line, but the beginning. Congratulations and thank you.
We'd like to begin our ceremony by introducing the returning members of our National Honor Society chapter. Please stand when your name is called. Jessica Amick. Jessica is the son of John and Patricia Amick of Wantage. She will be attending DeSales University this fall and playing soccer. She plans on studying medical studies and attending grad school to earn a master's degree as a physician's assistant. Jessica's favorite memory at High Point is being a 2-year captain of the soccer team. Spencer Arnold. Spencer Arnold is the son of Kathy and James Arnold of Wantage. He plans to study economics in college and go on to teach on the high school or college level. He has received the Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award for Social Justice and has been recognized as an AP Scholar with distinction. His favorite experiences in high school were his whale-watch trip and his participation in mock trial and tennis. Quinn Brandt. Quinn Brandt is the son of Neil and Sandra Brandt of Wantage. He hopes to attend the College of New Jersey, but has so far been accepted to Rowan University and West Virginia University. He hopes to study biology and eventually become a pediatrician. Quinn's favorite memories at High Point are going to basketball games, marching band competitions, and the senior dinner cruise. Vincent Delachai. Vinny Delachai is the son of Vince Delachai and Elizabeth Delachai of Wantage. He has been accepted to and is attending Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute and won the Rensselaer Medal for his accomplishments in math and science. He will be studying mechanical or chemical engineering and hopes to continue swimming in college. Vinny's favorite memory was being captain of the swim team.
Garrett Fenlon. Garrett is the son of Kevin and Mimi Fenlon of Wantage. He plans to attend college to study film and television production or video game design. His favorite High Point experience is hanging out with friends and winning the league title in soccer his senior year. Brendan Finnegan. Brendan is the son of Brian and Janet Finnegan of Frankfurt. He has been accepted into all the colleges he has applied to so far and plans to study business or finance. His favorite High Point experiences have been going to High Point sporting events and being a witness in mock trial. Sloan Hensley. Sloan Hensley, the daughter of William and Melissa Hensley, has been accepted into her #1 college, Montclair State University, and will be attending in the fall. She will be majoring in psychology, and continuing on to get her master's. Her ultimate goal in life is to own her own animal rescue. Caroline Jacobs. Caroline Jacobs is the daughter of Donald and Patricia Jacobs of Sussex. She has been accepted into 7 colleges and hopes to attend Villanova University in the fall. She plans on studying nursing with a concentration in either neonatology or nutrition. At High Point, she has been the president of FBLA and Key Club, and she has received the Presidential Volunteer Service Award for her community service. Her favorite memory at High Point has been captain of the tennis team.
Aubrey Jinks. Aubrey Jinks is the daughter of Roger Jinks and Cassie Card of Wantage and Montague, New Jersey. She has already been accepted into Rider University, Rowan University, and Ramapo College with academic scholarships from each, and is still waiting to hear for more. She plans to major in biology following a pre-med path to go to medical school and become a doctor. Her favorite experiences from high school have been with her cross-country team and her science classes. Dennis Kelleher. DJ Kelleher is the son of Dennis and Sonia Kelleher of Frankfurt. He has been accepted to 6 of his colleges he's applied to. He's applied with academic scholarships from each. He plans on studying to become a high school math teacher. His favorite memories at High Point include 4 amazing years of marching band, working on the crew for 6 play productions, and being a member of the academic team. Caitlin McMillan is the daughter of Cody and Edith McMillan of Wantage. She has been accepted to Rutgers Honors College with an academic scholarship. She plans on studying biology with a concentration in neuroscience. Her favorite memories at High Point include participating in BASIC, singing in the choir, and working on her independent research project. Taylor Machuga of Wantage is the daughter of Ron and Sue. She has applied to 6 colleges and has so far been accepted into Penn State and Quinnipiac. She has applied and is waiting to hear back from Schreier Honors College of Penn State. Taylor is still unsure exactly what she would like to major in or where she would like to attend, but has big ideas. Penn State has been her dream school since her youngest years. If she attends Penn State, she will likely consider a career path in toxicology or psychology, whereas Quinnipiac would be her top choice to pursue a Doctor of Physical Therapy degree. Her favorite high school experiences are participating in 4 years of the media program and playing 4 years of varsity soccer.
Kate Morris. Caitlin Morris is the daughter of Jonathan and Sharon Morris of Wantage. She was accepted to 8 colleges when she applied to plan a major in exercise science with the hopes of attending grad school to earn a doctorate in physical therapy. Caitlin Hart participated in student council, peer counseling, basketball, and lacrosse. Her favorite high school experience has been participating in the Pretty in Pink basketball game and playing the lacrosse team. Adam Niehoff is the son of Chris and Janine Niehoff. Adam plays lacrosse in the spring as well as swimming in the winter for High Point. He is the president of FLNHS and has participated in Pass Along, Heroes and Cool Kids, Basic, and the academic team. Adam is the executive speaker of the House for High Point's Student Council. Adam's favorite memory of High Point is being a part of the swim and lacrosse team. Adam is currently awaiting approval for the United States Naval Academy, where he hopes to attend after High Point. Adam hopes to complete his 4 years at the Naval Academy and serve as an officer in the U.S. Marine Corps. Kyle O'Connell. Kyle O'Connell is the son of Alan and Kelly O'Connell of Frankfurt. So far, he has been accepted to Rutgers University and has been invited into their honors program. He is currently waiting to hear back from other colleges he applied to. He is planning on studying international business and economics in college. Kyle has received the AP Scholar Award and is voted first team All-Conference and first team All-Herald for baseball his junior year. Kyle's favorite memories at High Point include academic team, competitions at Princeton University, and Ridgewood High School. Being a part of the High Point fan crowd at basketball games and winning 10 straight varsity baseball games to the end of his junior year. Kate Peters. Katie Peters is the daughter of Andy and Marie Peters of Lafayette. She will be attending Century College in the fall as a theater major and a film studies minor. She is a member of Heroes and Cool Kids, Foreign Language National Honor Society, Women's Choir, Teen Arts Chorus, and she writes film reviews for The Monument. Her favorite classes include geology and American film, with her 2 favorite teachers, Mr. Manor and Mr. Clemens. Her most memorable High Point experience is performing in the fall play and the spring musical every year.
Lauren Platts. Lauren Platts is the daughter of Dave and Barbara Platts of Lafayette. She has been accepted to all of the colleges she applied to and plans on studying international relations and working to improve human resources around the world. Her favorite High Point experiences are participating in every fall drama and the spring musical. Randy Storms. Randy Storms is the son of Alan and Sheila Storms of Wantage. He is planning on majoring in theater with a concentration in acting at Montclair State University or Seton Hall University. His favorite High Point memories include playing tennis all 4 years and being involved in 3 theater productions. J.C. Sandberg. J.C. Sandberg is the daughter of Craig and Patty Sandberg of Wantage. She has been accepted to all 4 of the colleges she applied to, but has narrowed her decision down to Kennesaw University and Ramapo College. She plans on majoring in chemical engineering and minoring in German. She also plans to continue grad school and earn her PhD. JC's favorite High Point memory is winning the Kick It for Kathy game against Newton.
Madeline Smith. Senior Madeline Smith is the daughter of Nancy and Thomas Smith of Wantage. She is captain of the stellar girls basketball team, and Coach Dexter is one of her favorite coaches and teachers at High Point, right behind Mr. Kappelmeyer, of course, her all-time favorite teacher. Her GPA is 4.23, and she is ranked number 23 in her senior class. Madeline will attend the College of Holy Cross on a full basketball scholarship in the fall, and she plans to major in math and pre-engineering.
Sneha Suri. Sneha Suri is the daughter of Rahul and Kashish Suri of Frankfurt. She plans on studying business and psychology in the future. Her time at High Point has been spent laughing and always smiling. She has received the Student of the Month award from the Wallkill Valley Rotary Club for community service and character, and placed first in the region in the DECA business competition. Sneha's favorite memory at High Point was the senior dinner cruise. She hopes to go to college in New York and eventually have her own office while walking down the streets of the busy city in high heels and trench coats. Will Seitzema. William Seitzema is the son of Holly Seitzema and Will Seitzema of Wantage. Will plans on attending college to study agricultural business and wildlife science. Will is very active on his family's dairy farm and plans to have a career in agriculture. He has a passion for being outdoors and is also very active in 4-H. Some of his favorite high school experiences including traveling to Wisconsin for the National Dairy Judging Competition and playing lacrosse for the past 3 years. Amber Thomas. Amber is the daughter of Michael and Barbara Thomas of Wantage. She plans on studying business in college. After college, she hopes to join the Peace Corps. Her favorite High Point experiences have been Tilly's Kids Christmas in the City, mock trial, and prom. Kayla Van Tassel. Kayla is the daughter of Daniel and Detta Van Tassel of Wantage. She is deciding which college she will choose, but has decided to major in chemistry, focusing on pre-dental program. Kayla plans to attend dental school to become a doctor of dental medicine. Kayla was named High Point's Passing Along Scholar Athlete for 2016. Kayla's favorite memory included running with her fellow teammates on High Point's cross-country team.
It is now my pleasure to announce our officers for the 2015-2016 school year. When I call your name, please stand. And I will have a little description of what their responsibilities are for our National Honor Society. Our President, Randy Storms. She played the duty of the President to preside at the meetings of the chapter and serve as the official representative of the chapter at school and community functions. Vice President, Catherine Peters. The Vice President shall preside in the absence of the President and shall also keep a record of members' contributions to leadership and advice. Secretary, Caitlin McMillan. The Secretary shall keep the minutes and attendance records for meetings and shall be responsible for all official correspondence. Treasurer, Brendan Finnegan. The Treasurer shall keep the record of business expenses, dues, and all other financial transactions of the chapter. Blood Drive Chairperson, Jessica Amick. The Blood Drive Chairperson shall meet with representatives from the Red Cross, coordinate appointments, and oversee the event. Now, if you could all please stand to take the officer's pledge. The National Honor Society is founded upon the principles of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. In all your undertakings, may you always keep these principles. Yours is an important responsibility as well as privilege. The world today seeks faithful and efficient leaders, and your school looks to you to lead its students. We are now going to say the oath. You have been elected by your peers to faithfully serve High Point's chapter of the National Honor Society. Do you pledge your continued best efforts to these offices for which you have been selected? Thank you very much. Congratulations. You may sit down.
Say 500 reading glasses. Each student who is selected to the National Honor Society has demonstrated significant accomplishment in 4 areas. Please listen as 4 of our current members read a description of each of these areas.
Character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It is this force of character which guides us through life, and once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved, not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is a problem of self-control. We must be in reality when we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example the value of character.
Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to highest success, and it can be acquired only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Members have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. The real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of one's leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in an organization, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a substantive charge of each of our members.
Service. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of a day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need. Without monetary compensation, without recognition, is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Each student being inducted tonight had the opportunity to invite a teacher to be his or her honored guest. The students were encouraged to choose someone who had made a difference to them during their educational careers. These teachers, administrators, and coaches have inspired, influenced, motivated, and encouraged the students sitting on this stage. Would the following teachers please stand and remain standing as we call your names? Please hold your applause until all teachers have been recognized.
Mr. Brian Bullock. Ms. Sherry Lisa. Mrs. Madeline Shamai. Mr. Jason Lewis. Mr. Aaron Baker. Ms. Kelly Kazicki. Mr. Kevin Bevin. Ms. Kate Muir. Mr. Jeff Davidowski. Michael Langdon.
Mrs. Corey Loyola. Mr. Noah Clements. Mrs. Joy Carter. Ms. Elizabeth Sunder. Mrs. Julie Clausen. Ms. Christine Duffin. Ms. Kristen Jacobine. Mrs. Jill Retz. Mrs. Anna Imperio. Mrs. Josephine Aiello. Mr. Tom Ryan. Thank you.
In the High Point tradition, returning members will induct those students joining them in membership. They have each prepared remarks to highlight some of the accomplishments of those being inducted. Mr. Campbell and Mr. Drellick will assist in the induction.
Ben Armstrong. I have the privilege of inducting Ben Armstrong into High Point's chapter of the National Honor Society. He is the son of Pamela and Gordon Armstrong of Wantage. During his time at High Point, Ben has participated in student council, Pass It Along, baseball, soccer, FLNHS, Heroes and Cool Kids, and the Wildcat Leadership Council. I met Ben freshman year, and we have grown to be good friends over the last 3.5 years, but I have known about Ben since middle school. Ben is a phenomenal athlete, and in middle school, you tend to learn who the standout players are on the other team. Ben was always one of those players, so when we played Sussex in basketball, he was always the one we keyed on, not that it really stopped him that much. That athleticism is one of the reasons he has played varsity soccer since freshman year and varsity baseball since sophomore year. One of Ben's favorite memories at High Point was winning the Freedom Division soccer title this past year, the team's first division title in 40 years. He's especially fond of this achievement because he has been on the varsity team since his freshman year and was an integral part of their transformation from one of the lowest ranking teams in the county to a division champion. Ben's favorite class at High Point was Spanish during his junior year with Senora Pascas because it broadened his knowledge of the Spanish language and culture. He really enjoyed how Senora kept the students engaged at all times and made the topics exciting to learn about. Ben really enjoyed the Union City trip, which allowed him to apply the skills he had learned in class in a real-world setting. The teacher that Ben has chosen to honor tonight is Mr. Fenlon. Although Ben never had Mr. Fenlon as a teacher, he's had him as a coach for the last 4 years. When I asked Ben why he had chosen Mr. Fenlon, he said, "Mr. Fenlon has helped me better my soccer career to where I am today, but more importantly, he has taught me lifelong morals and the characteristics it takes to be a leader and a gentleman." And being friends with Ben, I can say Mr. Fenlon did a great job with that. Ben plans on attending Sussex County Community College or Centenary College next year, where he will continue his soccer career and pursue a major in sports management. I would like to wish Ben the best of luck in his future endeavors, and wherever he attends college, I am confident he will be successful on whatever path he chooses. Please join me in congratulating Ben Armstrong on his induction into the National Honor Society.
Emily Bannis. Tonight, I am extremely fortunate to be inducing Emily Bannis, inducting Emily Bannis, daughter of Peggy and Roger Bannis, and my best friend. 13 years ago, Emily and I met in Lafayette's own Daisy Troop 950. We've been steadfast friends ever since. We've weathered out quite a lot together, whether it was Miss Earhart's cursive lessons or some really horrible fashion choices in 7th grade. All these years, I've watched Emily grow from a really adorable kid with chicken little glasses and an eye patch to a still adorable but dedicated, intelligent, and amazing woman who I'm proud to call my friend today. Not only has she exceeded a GPA of 4.0, but she did that while she worked 2 jobs, participated in peer counseling and book club, and continually played sports. Actually, I don't think I can recall a season when Emily hasn't been playing a sport.
This year alone, she's done cross-country, ski team, and is starting track right now. Because of the influence of sports on her life, the teacher she'd like to honor today is Mr. Ryan, because she says, Mr. Ryan has helped me through coaching me in track and teaching. Without him, I may not have reached all of my potential. Emily pushes herself so hard in everything she does, whether that be on a test or on a racetrack. She can lose herself in music and expose her soul in her artwork. Her favorite class is fine arts, and I'm always amazed by the creations that spiral out of her pencils. At this year's graduation, High Point will see one of its most dedicated and capable students leave to study nursing at William Patterson University. She's leaving a legacy of perseverance, congeniality, and lots of laughter. Congratulations on your induction into National Honor Society, and you better call next year because I'm going to miss you a lot.
So tonight, sorry, I wasn't here for the So tonight I have the honor of inducting Paul Ellen to the National Honor Society. I've been a great friend of Paul since I met him freshman year in our graphic design class. We have too many memories in there that I can't mention. Along with being an incredibly talented guitar player, I don't know if you've ever heard his music, but the Accidentals are a very fantastic music group. He founded the guitar club here at High Point with Mr. Weiss, and is a member of the High Point golf team and TSA. In his time here at High Point, his favorite class has been engineering. This is because he plans on studying engineering when he gets to college. He has invited his former engineering teacher, Mr. Drellick, to be here tonight. A direct quote from Paul is, "He's the greatest ex-teacher ever, and the reason he now loves engineering as much as he does." His favorite High Point memory was winning Homecoming King this senior year. We're very proud of you. His future plans include going to school, and if he doesn't become a world-famous guitar player, becoming a civil engineer, which is exactly the point. It has been a pleasure to be friends with Paul, and he will be a great addition to the National Honor Society at High Point. Please join me in congratulating him and join him.
Catherine Goldsworthy. Catherine Goldsworthy is the daughter of Rebecca and Michael Goldsworthy of Lafayette. Kathy is a member of the Natural Science Association, Science Research Club, and the Sussex County 4-H Capuchins. Kathy's favorite High Point memory is the Costa Rica trip that she took last summer because she felt it was so beautiful and loved meeting the people and learning all about their environment. Her favorite High Point class was geology with Mr. Mina. Kathy would like to recognize Mr. Baker tonight because he has had a major positive impact on her high school science career. This upcoming fall, Kathy will be attending Rutgers University for animal science, and she hopes to attend Cornell University for graduate school in order to become a large and small animal veterinarian. Personally, I know Kathy very well because we have been best friends since the 4th grade. She is hilarious, unique, intelligent, thoughtful, and loves goats. Kathy, thank you for being such an incredible friend to me these past 9 years. You're absolutely crazy, and you inspire me to be myself and to not take life too seriously sometimes. Congratulations on your induction into the National Honor Society.
Lauren Osborne. Tonight, I have the honor of addressing someone very special to me. Lauren Osborne is the daughter of Debbie Osborne of Wantage. I really got to know Lauren in 8th grade science. After a seat change, we were put next together, and that was probably a mistake on the teacher's part. From that day forth, we were inseparable and talked nonstop. However, the teacher didn't really mind, considering we were academic tryhards, and we often competed who got better grades. I still hold it over her head that I got a 99 and she got a 98 the other year, even though I'm pretty sure she did better in everything else. Lauren is currently involved in student council, pre-counseling, Heroes and Cool Kids, and is an EMT for the Wantage Township First Aid Squad and the Blue Ridge Rescue Squad. Her favorite class is media technology, because she met some of her best friends in that class. Speaking of media, the teacher Lauren would like to honor is Mr. Fenling because of his ability to give stellar life advice speeches and calm her down when she's freaking out about her homework load. I personally think it's because he lets her use her Keurig, but I digress. Her favorite High Point memory is going to Tilly Kid's sophomore year because the feeling she got of helping those children was indescribable. After High Point, she plans to study pre-med at James Madison University and then attend med school and join the Peace Corps. Before all of that, however, she has to go to the Weezer and Panic at the Disco concert with me in June. Best Valentine's Day present ever. Your future is nothing but bright, and when you become a doctor, I'll make sure I schedule every appointment with you. Congratulations on everything you've achieved and will achieve, and welcome to the National Honor Society.
Julia Richards. Julia Richards is the daughter of Lexi and Michael Richards of Frankfort Township. She's also one of my best friends. Julia spends the majority of her day in this part of the school, the Performing Arts Department. Her favorite class is Theater Arts, a class that taught her how to build her confidence. Julia belongs to a multitude of different performing clubs such as concert choir, chamber choir, teen arts choir, and women's choir, as well as acting in the musical all 4 years here at High Point. Julia also acted in her first fall drama this year, in which she earned a leading role. She is also a member of Foreign Language National Honor Society and is a steering committee member for peer counseling. In fact, Julia's favorite High Point experience was on the peer counseling retreat last year, where she became good friends with the other members on the trip. When asked which teacher Julia wished to recognize tonight, she chose instead her guidance counselor. Julia said that Miss Jacqueline has helped her become a confident leader through peer counseling and has helped her guide herself in her plans for college. Julia plans to go to community college and then a 4-year college, majoring in business and minoring in theater arts. The majority of my favorite memories of Julia revolve around our theater extravaganzas. Some that stick out are going to see The Wizard of Oz at Blair Academy, seeing Pippin and Songbird in New York City, and surviving business class last year. Another one that I'd like to add to that is slapping each other here on the stage in in our past fall drama. And now I get to add inducting you into the National Honor Society to that list. Congratulations, love.
Caitlin Sabian. I have the honor of inducting my dear friend Caitlin Sabian today. Caitlin Sabian is the daughter of Glenn and Karen Sabian of Wantage. She will be attending Marist College, where she plans on studying fashion marketing. She has participated in student council and is a member of National Honors Art Society. Caitlin has played soccer all 4 years of her high school career and played lacrosse 3 years. Her favorite High Point experiences include winning the division this fall with her soccer team because of all the hard work and dedication that the team had done. The teacher Caitlin would like to induct is Mrs. Clausen because she helped Caitlin branch out and push herself out of her comfort zone. Through the past few years, I have come to learn that Caitlin is a perfectionist. This has helped her excel both in the classroom and on the fields, and I know it will help her accomplish great things in the future at Wings. Congratulations.
Sarah Schweinberg is the daughter of Deborah and Eric Schweinberg of Wantage. She participates in soccer, basic, student council, and foreign language National Honor Society. Outside of school, Sarah competes on a competitive soccer team called NJ Stallions Dynamite. Sarah's team is ranked nationally. One of Sarah's favorite High Point classes is personal finance. She says it's her favorite class because she learned very useful information about managing her money. Sarah's favorite High Point memory is winning the Freedom Division conference in soccer and dressing up in Halloween costumes at soccer practice. She said, and I quote, "It was hilarious and unforgettable." Tonight, Sarah has chosen to honor Mrs. Imperio. Sarah says that Mrs. Imperio is one of the nicest teachers she has ever met, and she helped her succeed in a subject that she has struggled with in the past. Sarah's future plans include attending Seton Hall University and studying athletic training. Her time at Seton Hall also included playing soccer as a Division I athlete. Sarah is a team player who is focused and driven. She's a fantastic soccer player, teammate, student, and a great friend. Congratulations, Sarah.
Daniel Bannis. Dan is the son of Peggy and Roger Bannis of Lafayette. Dan is the captain of the cross-country team. He also participates in indoor and outdoor track, so Dan always seems to be running. I don't know why. Dan participates in the National Honors, in the Science National Honor Society, in track club, pass along, and peer counseling. He's the president of the junior class, sharing a desk right next to me. His favorite class at High Point is engineering because of the excellent teachers and facilities High Point provides. Dan's favorite memory at High Point is winning the distance medley at Morris Hills Relay in 2015, competing alongside his teammates. Our cross-country team is very good, thanks to Dan. Dan would like to honor Coach Sunday tonight, his cross-country team as well as his track coach, who has helped mentor and train Dan to exceed in all his athletic events and to form his outstanding character. Dan's future plans are to attend the United States Air Force Academy. Well, now, here I'm going to say Air Force and Navy having a history, I gotta say go Navy. However, I know Dan will definitely succeed at Air Force. He wants to graduate as an officer in the Air Force, hoping to be a pilot. So I hope to see you soon in the future. So Dan, it is my esteemed pleasure to welcome Daniel Bannis to the National Honor Society.
Emily Billings. Emily Billings is the daughter of Lori and Bob Billings of Wantage. Emily is very active in and out of school. She participates in cheerleading, Interact Club, is part of Nu Alpha Theta, and is an active member in the student council here at High Point. Emily has a love and passion for the math and sciences, so she cannot pick a favorite class because she has too many. Some of her favorites include algebra, pre-calculus, biology, chemistry, and physics. She said that she loves to solve problems and figure out new strategies to solve them. One of Emily's favorite memories was attending a Pine Forest cheerleading camp last summer, where she was the only High Point cheerleader to receive both the Pin It Forward Award, which recognizes leadership, and the All-American Award. Tonight, Emily is honoring Mrs. Rex. Emily said, "She has always believed in me, even sometimes more than I have believed in myself." Emily also says that she has accomplished so much with her encouragement, and she wouldn't know what to do without her. In the future, Emily plans to earn her doctorate in physical therapy. As someone who grew up with Emily, I am so happy to be inducting her tonight. Congrats, Emily, you deserve it.
Emma Cawley. Junior Emma Cawley is the daughter of Eileen and Jerry Cawley of Lafayette. She is a three-sport athlete as a member of the High Point cross country, basketball, and lacrosse teams. I really got to know Emma as a member of the High Point girls basketball team the last 2 years. She always got up early and attended breakfast club. Emma was a part of the group of girls that would get up at 5 a.m. on Monday and Fridays during the fall to be in the gym by 6 a.m. Emma loved breakfast club, especially on Money Mondays, where she had a knack of making the half-court shot to win big money. The coolest thing about Emma is that every single time you see her, she will always have a smile on her face. High Point basketball coach Chris Dexter on Emma. Point guard Emma Cawley has done a great job on leading our JV team, which has resulted in an undefeated season. When things get tough, I can always count on Emma with the basketball. Emma's favorite class is biology. She loves science. Mrs. Carter is her favorite teacher, and Emma would like to thank her for helping her come to love biology so much. It is a great story when High Point teachers have such a huge impact on students like Emma that can influence what they do in the future. In 2 years, Emma plans to attend college when she graduates from High Point. Please join me in congratulating Emma.
Morgan Conklin. Morgan Conklin, a resident of Wantage, is the daughter of Kevin and Tracy Conklin. Morgan is a sweet and determined girl who I had the pleasure of meeting my sophomore year through the softball team. She is involved in many activities at High Point, such as swimming, softball, student council, Pass It Along, Interact, Science National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, and peer counseling. Her favorite classes are chemistry and physics because she loves science and being able to solve problems and apply them to real-life scenarios. Morgan's favorite high school memory was the whale watch trip her freshman year. Tonight, Morgan is honoring Mr. David Owski because he helped her discover her love for chemistry, and she admires that he is always willing to help. Her future plan is to major in chemical engineering. You will go on to do great things, Morgan. Congratulations.
Sarah Comon. Residing in Lafayette, her parents live in Doug Comon. Sarah Comon will be inducted into our chapter of the National Honor Society here at High Point High School tonight. If I were to explain all the reasons as to how deserving Sarah is of this induction, I would end up keeping you all here until tomorrow morning, so I'll try to keep this short, simple, and sweet. Sarah and I met and became friends by playing soccer, where we cherish a lot of memories together. One memory Sarah notes as her favorite throughout all of high school was when we won our conference this past season, the first time since 2004. Sarah's role in our championship was vital. She was a starting defender who oftentimes played the majority of the game. With this huge role as a player came immense physical and mental wear and tear. Her capabilities to balance the pressures on the soccer field and stresses from the classroom, as well illustrate her hard-working attitude, focus, and dedication. For reference, my very first interaction with Sarah was, to say the least, awkward. The first summer pickup game, Sarah's freshman year, I noticed she played for the same town I had the previous year. When I approached her about it, she became choked up and visibly nervous. Sarah and I look back on that moment now and laugh. So, why do I bring this up? Not only was this moment the beginning of our friendship, but it is indescribably satisfying to look back on that shy, intimidated freshman and think she is the same confident, determined young woman Sarah has grown into since. In other words, Sarah has grown into someone who sets an example for those around her, a leader, a role model. Soccer has formed Sarah, shaped her into a passionate, hungry, and genuine person on and off the field, so much that she plans to pursue playing in college. Currently, she is looking at Haverford, Hamilton, TCNJ, and Marist, undecided on a major, but with general interest in history and anatomy. Her interest in history began in AP US History 1, Sarah's favorite class she has taken thus far. She notes that she was pushed outside of her comfort zone and learned self-confidence in public speaking as her reasons for enjoying this class so heavily. Evident here is Sarah's motivation to never stop improving. To further add, Sarah would like to honor Ms. Duffin because, I quote, "She has shown me that expressing positivity from my peers through patience and kindness can go a long way." Sarah translates this positivity to the soccer field, the classroom, and other activities. She participates in track. She is the treasurer of Key Club, vice president of Interact Club, and a representative for student council. Her involvement in the school and her community is perhaps the most prevalent reason for how she found herself a spot in the National Honor Society. To close, I want to congratulate you, Sarah, on this outstanding accomplishment. I'm so proud of you, and I'm excited to see all that you accomplish in the future.
Madeline Davies. Tonight, I have the honor of inducting Maddie Davies into the National Honor Society. I think that when you talk about Maddie, one of the first things you have to mention is her open-mindedness. That's what struck me the most about Maddie when I first met her. That no matter what, she listens. No matter what, she's willing to learn. This is evident in the way she handles herself in class, particularly the AP government class that I share with her. Whatever the discussion topic, which has ranged from the Electoral College to Richard Nixon to tax structures, I always notice that Maddie is pretty quiet for the first half of the class. She watches, she writes notes, she really and truly thinks about the topic, and then she explodes during the second half of the discussion. Maddie is perfectly comfortable with challenging others on their ideas and beliefs, including me. Not only is it respectful and thoughtful, but it's indicative of her personality, a person who is well-informed, conscientious, and intelligent. This pretty much fits with what Maddie plans on doing with her life. She says she wants to study political science at a college close to home so that she can be near to her family. She says her favorite class is history because she, and I quote, loves uncovering the secrets of the past and connecting them to the present. Pretty deep, right? She would like to recognize Mrs. Corey Loyola tonight, a person that, quote, allowed her to discover what it truly means to be successful in life. Her favorite experience at High Point was her whale watch trip, which allowed her to grow closer with her classmates. All of this just demonstrates the things that are important to her. Relationships, whether it's with her family, her teachers, or her classmates, educating herself, and staying involved in and out of school. A lot can be said about her, but the thing that has impressed me most is her willingness to mature. I've had the opportunity to see Maddie really grow into a person that is willing to challenge her own beliefs, a person who is not afraid to listen to others and engage in meaningful discussion with them, and a person who is constantly learning and actively trying to better herself. It's not only impressive, but it's refreshing to know someone that you know will actually care about what you have to say. For all of this and more, it is an honor to be able to induct Madeline Davies tonight. She absolutely deserves it. I cannot wait to see the great things she goes on to do. Please join me in congratulating her for everything she has done and congratulating her for her induction into the National Honor Society.
Caitlin DeGroot. Tonight, I have the honor of inducting Caitlin DeGroot into the National Honor Society. Katie is the daughter of Catherine and George DeGroot of Wantage. I have come to know Katie through High Point's Basic, Brothers and Sisters in Christ. I can always count on Katie for her sincerity, dedication, and her contagious smile. She is always there to give me a helping hand, whether it be in preparing the teacher's breakfast, stuffing the shoe boxes for Operation Christmas Child, or simply providing an optimistic attitude. In addition to Basic, Katie is involved in Student Council, 4-H, Vex Robotics, TSA, and Key Club. She runs for both the cross-country team and the track team. Running, laughing, and spending time with her cross-country friends all constitute Katie's favorite memories at High Point. The members of the cross-country team all appreciate Katie's caring and compassionate nature and her ability to cheer up any injured teammates. Katie's perseverance, determination, and exemplary work ethic encourage and motivate the rest of the team. On top of her athletic ability, Katie's incredibly bright and has maintained an outstanding GPA. She is a diligent worker and she excels in all of her classes, especially engineering. She enjoys developing her own ideas and thinking critically. Her group members in her engineering class attest that she is extremely intelligent, hardworking, and always seems to know what to do next, a sure indication of a great engineer in the making. Katie's aptitude for engineering reflects her future plans to study biomedical or civil engineering at Stevens Institute of Technology. Tonight, Katie has chosen to recognize the woman who has inspired her love of running, Ms. Sunda. Katie says that Ms. Sunda is always encouraging me to do my best and always work hard in order to improve. It is safe to say that Katie heeds this instruction every day, applying it to every aspect of her life. When I asked Ms. Sunda about Katie, she said, "Katie is such a sweetheart of a girl. She is committed to her teammates and is always working so hard and pushing the extra miles to be great." Katie, your positive altruistic attitude motivate me and the rest of your peers every day. You're one of the kindest and most caring girls I've ever met. And I'm so privileged to have met you. Congratulations and welcome to the National Honor Society.
Christopher DeLima. Tonight I have the honor of inducting an amazing and kind student into the National Honor Society. Chris is the son of Chris and Stephanie DeLima of Frankfurt. He plans on attending college for biomedical engineering. He enjoys playing golf at High Point and field hockey and is part of the Science and Math National Honor Society. His favorite class at High Point so far was biology, where he found his love of helping others. Chris's favorite memory so far was the whale watching trip his freshman year, where he made many friends he remains close with today. Chris says his favorite teacher, who he chose to invite tonight, is Senora Ayala for showing him the importance in language as an aspect of human nature and for teaching him more about the world every day. Chris's friends describe him as energetic, affectionate, and passionate. You're going to do great things, Chris. Congratulations.
Tonight, I have the honor of inducting Alexandra Fairweather. Allie is the daughter of Amy and Bill Fairweather of Wantage. She's involved in student council, softball, interact, and field hockey. Her favorite class at High Point is marine science, and one day she hopes to become a marine biologist and study at Coastal Carolina. Allie's favorite high school memory is the whale watch trip. Not only did she have a great learning experience, but she had fun along the way. Mr. Weiss is the teacher Allie would like to honor tonight because he has taught her many things in her field of interest. And he was one of the people who initially sparked Allie's interest in marine science. Allie is an all-around great person. She is hardworking, kind, and bright, as well as an inspiration to everyone around her. I know she will succeed in whatever she does in the future. She's an excellent addition to National Honor Society, and I know she will uphold everything NHS stands for. Congratulations, Allie.
Hinkle. Tonight I have the honor of inducting my best friend Teresa Hinkle into the National Honor Society. The daughter of Peter and Carla Hinkle of Sussex, Teresa is an extremely gifted student, athlete, and musician. She is a member of the Math and Science National Honor Societies, cross country, track, jazz ensemble, FBLA, mock trial, and King Club. She lists biology as her favorite subject, and tonight she's honoring Mrs. Carter for all that she has taught her in the biology lab to the cross-country course. Teresa hopes to study physical therapy when she goes to college, and I know she will definitely succeed from all the time she has spent in physical therapy as a patient. But I have the pleasure of knowing Teresa on a much more personal level. Between being neighbors and her mom babysitting me, we spent nearly every day together when we were younger. I remember playing Trivial Pursuit together with our sisters and getting upset when we couldn't answer any questions because we were 5 and 6 years old. Teresa and I have always joked about our sisters being smarter than us, but I think it says something that we are both standing here tonight. Something I will never forget is when we made acorn pies for the squirrels by our houses and then ate the acorns ourselves because we were just so interested in how it would taste. Not so good. There's also the time we made the hopscotch board on the road that stretched to 348 feet from your house to my house. And all those snow days we would sit and watch movies and eat junk food together and try to get our parents to pay us to shovel the driveway. We really were entrepreneurs. Probably our most successful business was our car wash, and we put flyers in all the neighbors' mailboxes. We had one family respond to us. I think I've made it obvious that Teresa and I have shared many memories together. She was my best friend since before we could walk, and I'm so happy to say that she still is. Teresa, I'm so proud of you and all you've accomplished in school, on the track, and everything else. I can't wait to see where life takes us, and I'm confident that we will be there for each other no matter what happens. Remember, we still have to buy that apartment together. I love you, Teresa. Congratulations.
Caroline Cooley. It is my honor to induct Caroline Cooley into the National Honor Society. Caroline is the daughter of Natalie and Bill Cooley of Wantage. Her extracurricular activities are ski team, tennis, track and field, peer counseling, Girl Scouts, and Science Research Club. Her favorite class at High Point is physics because it helped her see the world in a new way. Her favorite teachers are Mr. Miner because he taught her how to win with dignity and lose with grace, and Ms. Travai because she gave her an opportunity to explore a new field of science. Her favorite High Point memory was the trip to Costa Rica because it was a great experience and she never expected to be able to go on the trip. She plans on going to college to become either a scientist or an engineer. Congratulations and welcome to the Honor Society.
Madeline Lenz. For those who know Maddie, I think they can agree that I'm not sure what's bigger, her heart or her smile. Her presence just lights up the room. Madeline Lenz is the daughter of Mark and Sandra Lenz of Branchville. She is interested in attending Cedarville University to study early childhood education after high school. Madeline has participated in Pass It Along, Basic, and Peer Counseling. Madeline would like to honor Miss Loyola because she pushed Madeline to do her best in history when she wanted to quit. Madeline's favorite memory at High Point was the Chili Kids trip because it opened her eyes to see how important community service is. Congrats, Nadine.
Kelsey Little. Kelsey is the daughter of Mike and Kelly Little of Brantford. Kelsey is involved in softball, field hockey, peer counseling, Heroes and Cool Kids, and 4-H. I was given the honor of meeting her this year through our media program, where I must say she is one of the kindest girls I have ever met. Her favorite High Point memory is winning states for softball freshman year because of the unwavering support and camaraderie of her fellow teammates. Kelsey chose to honor Miss Kazicki as the teacher she would like to induct because it strengthened her passion for photography. After high school, Kelsey plans to attend college to major in medical imaging. Wherever she may end up, she will undoubtedly achieve her goals. Congratulations, Kelsey, and welcome to the National Honor Society.
For what I promised is my last time up here tonight, I'd like to call up Pietro Lombardo. I met Pito at the beginning of this year, having the opportunity to know him in class and through mock trial, where I kind of stole his part at the beginning of the year. But it all worked out, and every single time Pito gets cross-examined by some poor, unsuspecting student, he absolutely demolishes them. It's brilliant to watch, and it's one of my favorite things about Pito. The kid's an absolute rock. No matter what gets thrown at him, he remains calm and collected. I've never seen him raise his voice or roll his eyes or look frustrated. It's disarming. It makes him likable and easy to get along with. But don't underestimate him, because if you do, you're likely to get blown away. Here's what I mean. In addition to mock trial, Pito is a member of Pride, Peer Counseling, Key Club, Heroes and Cool Kids, and Pass It Along. Not to mention the fact that he's a stellar student who excels especially in science and history. Pito especially likes his AP history class, citing it as his favorite High Point class. And it's part of the reason he has chosen to recognize Mrs. Cora Loyola this evening. He says that she has, quote, given him the confidence to excel in his current AP classes, of which there are quite a few. Pito brings the same confidence and love of learning to all of his classes and to everything he does. Pito's favorite experience at High Point was playing the part of Andrew Jackson in his history class's mock trial last year. I remember our own mock trial practices after school, where I've spent hours working with Pito and watching him become more and more confident with every day. He's come a really long way, and it's taken a huge amount of work. And it's paid off. Pito and the rest of the team have actually just come back from regional finals. But don't ask me how that went. After months of work and probably dozens of orders of French toast, Pito has a lot to show for everything that he's done. Pito wants to go on to be an oncologist, and I wish him the best of luck in the future. I know that if he keeps up the way he's going, he'll not only have a lot of success in his chosen field, but also some pretty stellar bedside manner. Please join me in congratulating Pietro Lombardo on his induction into the National Honor Society.
It is an honor tonight to induct Janelle Mallon into the High Point chapter of the National Honor Society, the daughter of Jeanette and John Mallon of Wantage. Janelle is involved in a variety of ways here at High Point, ranging from being a committed academic student to a member of numerous extracurricular clubs and cheerleading. Janelle is recognized by her teachers as being a self-motivated student with exemplary work ethic. Being able to work beside her in student council, I've seen that firsthand. Janelle's self-driven nature has fueled her success in the foreign language department. Janelle's favorite class is Spanish because of her love of language and culture. She has invited Senorita Huesa to be part of the ceremony tonight. Senorita Huesa has helped Janelle to discover her passion for Spanish. In turn, Senorita Huesa has praised Janelle for being such a hard worker. She refuses to do poorly, and she's so proud of her. Janelle is a member of Pablo Ramos, Student Council, Interact, and Pass It Along. Her favorite High Point memories are Pass It Along's Tilly Skids, because it was a very rewarding experience, and the Leadership Training Conference at TCNJ, because she was able to make lasting friendships and learn valuable life skills. In the future, Janelle hopes to pursue a career in STEM. I am so grateful to be able to speak on Janelle's behalf. I am so proud of her and all of her accomplishments. Please join me in congratulating her on all of her achievements and her acceptance into the society. Congratulations, Janelle.
Lauren Mills. Lauren Mills is the daughter of Tracy and Don Mills of Warren. Lauren is a valuable asset to her community and high school through her involvement in various activities. Here at High Point, Lauren is an active member on the cross-country and lacrosse teams, National Art Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, Student Council, Interact Club, Key Club, TSA, and Girl Scouts. Lauren is an intelligent young woman who challenges herself with advanced classes and takes pride in them, which is why AP Biology is one of the many classes Lauren enjoys most. Lauren's favorite class is AP Biology. Although Lauren's favorite class is AP Biology, she also enjoys the engineering courses here at High Point and would like to take this time to honor Mr. Bell. He has helped Lauren discover how much she enjoys engineering through experience such as TSA and GATS. Lauren's favorite memories at High Point include the cross-country team and finding and trying to catch stray kittens by the track. I've had the honor and pleasure of getting to know Lauren and witnessing her genuine and caring personality from being a teammate and friend on the cross-country team. I have enjoyed fun and laughable memories with Lauren during cross-country practices and art history. I have seen in Lauren a young woman with much determination and positivity. She's the type of person who will never give up in the face of defeat and will continue to have the won't stop until she exceeds attitude. Lauren's future plans include going to college for biomedical engineering, and it is without a doubt that I say Lauren will succeed in anything she pursues. Congrats, Lauren.
Rebecca Morrison. Becca Morrison is the daughter of Siobhan Carroll and a resident of Sussex. A lovable, cheerful, and feisty individual, Rebecca is involved in multiple activities both in and out of school, such as softball, kickboxing, Science National Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, mock trial, and Key Club. Her favorite class is AP Literature because, and I quote, Mr. Climans is too hilarious to comprehend. Rebecca's favorite memory of high school is when Mr. Climas and Sergio acted out a sword fight using lightsabers for their play of Richard III. Tonight, Rebecca has chosen to induct Mrs. Clausen, as, in Rebecca's words, she is the most beautiful ray of golden sunshine I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. Rebecca's future plans are to attend Guilford College in North Carolina with a pre-med major. Her hopes are to be a psychiatrist. Good luck to you in the future, and congratulations.
Garrett Potter. Tonight I have the honor of talking about Garrett Potter, who is the son of Warren and Suzanne Potter of Lafayette. Garrett is the captain of the boys varsity soccer team, playing goalie for this year's league championship. Garrett also participates in Heroes and Cool Kids, Interact Club, Student Council. He's also the treasurer for International Club and the president of the Wildcat Athletic Leadership Committee. Garrett's favorite memory at High Point was being a confident legs in the final minutes to move on in the state tournament. as Garrett was the goalie for the state winning team. Garrett's favorite class at High Point is American military history, which is why Garrett tonight has selected to honor Mr. Langan, who has developed Garrett's love for American military history and helped shape Garrett into a person of outstanding character. Garrett's future plans are to attend the United States Military Academy at West Point. Again, I gotta say, go Navy. He wants to be an officer in the U.S. Army. I met Garrett over this past summer, and with his honor in the United States Military Academy, that we attended many senator conference committees, and I know of all the hundreds of kids that are applying to the military academy, I know Garrett would definitely stand out, not because of his height, but because of his outstanding character. So tonight, I have the honor of inducting Garrett Potter into the National Honor Society.
Clear some of these out of the way. Jessica Schreiber. Jessica Schreiber is the daughter of Jennifer Bubendorf and Joseph Schreiber, and the granddaughter of Joanne and Robert Zajac of Wantage. Jessica is on the fall and winter cheerleading teams. She is a student council representative, and she is involved in clubs such as Interact, Pass It Along, and Heroes and Cool Kids. I asked Jessica what accomplishment she was most proud of here at High Point, and she said making the varsity cheerleading team her freshman year. With that accomplishment came a second family that Jessica is so proud she is a part of. When asked which teacher she would like to honor, Jessica said Mr. Davidowski. Mr. Davidowski has helped Jessica discover her love for science and problem solving. Jessica's favorite class just so happens to be math class because there all she does is solve problems. In her bright future, Jessica plans to attend college for either architecture or engineering. Congratulations, Jessica. I hope being inducted into National Honor Society goes right next to making the cheer team.
The one and only Cassidy Schroep. Cassidy Schroep is the daughter of Jill and Jamie Schroep of Wantage. Now, I never thought that I would meet someone sassier than myself, but that's when I came across Cassidy, and I mean that in the best way possible. Cassidy's positive presence will inspire you and make you want to learn about the world. Cassidy is engulfed by culture and curiosity, and it's an absolutely amazing thing, but I wouldn't suggest playing against her in trivia games, and I speak from a lot of experience. Whether it's practicing her mock trial opening statement or making comments about politics, Cassidy never fails to make you smile. It's contagious. Cassidy hopes to major in Arabic and loves to travel. She has received the bronze and silver awards for Girl Scouts and is working towards her gold. I can't wait to see how far she goes in the future. Cassidy, I'm so proud of you, you beautiful soul. I'm so emotional. I'm so honored to induct the most inspiring girl I know into the National Honor Society tonight.
Thank you. Tonight I have the pleasure of inducting Nicholas Schroep into the High Point National Honor Society. Nick is the son of Jill and Jamie Schroep of Sussex, New Jersey. Outside of High Point, Nick is very active in both his church and Boy Scout troop, and his work and dedication to Scouts has led to his promotion to an Eagle Scout. Here at High Point, Nick has a schedule packed with AP and honors classes. His favorite class at High Point has been Engineering and Design 3 Honors. Nick values this class not only for the challenge and for his future in engineering, but also because it provides a fantastic opportunity to create and develop through handcrafted projects, electronics, and 3D design. Nick's favorite teacher at High Point is Mr. Jolick, and many of Nick's most enjoyable moments at High Point so far have been when Mr. Jolick has stared students down after they had done something silly. Not entirely unlike he's doing currently. As High Point activities go, Nick is a member of the bowling team as well as TSA, Tech Club, and Engineering Club. However, his favorite activity at our school has been as a member of the crew for our school's fall drama and spring musical. Nick describes his crew as a dysfunctional yet entertaining family, filled with excellent stories and great times throughout. When high school ends, Nick will go on to college where he plans to study electrical engineering. From getting to know Nick throughout school, I can attest that he is a charismatic and professional young man who is more than deserving of this great honor. So please join me in inducting Nicholas Schroed from the National Honor Society.
Alexis Siska. Alexis Sisko is the daughter of Sue and Dave Sisko of Walnich. She is a three-sport athlete as a member of the High Point field hockey, basketball, and lacrosse teams. Alexis and I play together on the High Point girls basketball team. Over the course of 3 years, I've come to know Alexis more on and off the basketball court. When Alexis was a freshman, she didn't say too much, was kind of quiet. She's really come out of her shell. I've watched her blossom over the years from being shy and timid around most of the girls to being one of the funniest girls on the team. She always works hard and never takes any days off. She never fails to make me laugh when she apologizes after making a crazy block in practice. Alexis' varsity coach is Chris Dexter, who had these things to say about one of the tallest girls on our team. Alexis has worked hard and has been a major part of our JV basketball team being undefeated. It is a pleasure to coach her and see her improve each year, and I look forward to her being a major contributor to our varsity team next year. Alexis is also a member of peer counseling and Interact. Alexis is very fond of Miss Kazicki, who has really helped her improve her basketball game. She has also supported her in her crafts classes and has been a positive influence and role model for her. Alexis plans to attend college, although she does not know what she wants to study. Please help me in congratulating Alexis.
Emma Seitzma. Emma May Seitzma is the daughter of H. William and Holly Seitzma of Wantage. I am so lucky to not only call Emma one of my best friends, but also my little sister. Emma is involved in both varsity soccer and track here at High Point. She is also an active member of the Student Council and 2 local 4-H clubs. Emma is very involved in the art program here at High Point, and her favorite class is fine arts. She also takes a variety of AP and honors level classes. Emma plans to pursue a career in art therapy. She wants to use her love of art to help people in the community. Emma is a caring and loving person whose smile is contagious. I am honored to be able to induct you into the National Honor Society. Congratulations. We love you, Emma.
Julia Van Glan. Tonight, I also have the honor of inducting Julia Van Glan into the National Honor Society. Julia is the daughter of Matthew and Frances Van Glan. Upon first meeting her, I quickly discovered that Julia is extremely kind and a joy to be around. She is gentle, caring, and soft-spoken. All of her friends instantly light up when I mention her name, and they all admire her pleasant nature, perseverance, and sense of humor. Julia is incredibly athletic and has participated in a wide variety of sports. She especially excels in swimming and has been on the varsity swim team since freshman year. She never misses a practice, and she is the top female sprinter. Other members of the swim team attest that Julia is incredibly talented and willing to do whatever it takes to achieve her goals. This year, Julia has broken 2 swim relay records in one weekend. This is one of her fondest memories as she reminisces over the joy of victory and growing closer to her team. In addition to swim practice, Julia keeps herself busy with student council, Interact, and plenty of rigorous classes. Julia's favorite class is psychology with Mr. Ryan. She enjoys Mr. Ryan's entertaining and enthusiastic teaching style, and she is intrigued by the answers that psychology provides to so many cognitive, behavioral, and neurological mysteries. Her plans for her future reflect her academic interests, as she is considering a nursing major at either Westchester University or Ramapo College. Tonight, Julia has chosen to recognize her swim coach, Miss Niamera, who has guided her and encouraged her to achieve her goals. Julia says that Miss Niamera has always been the teacher I could talk to about anything.
I would not be where I am without her. When I asked Miss Niamera about Julia, she says that Julia is mature, responsible, and has never shied away from adversity. Julia, you have inspired me and everyone around you with your incredible work ethic, passion, and talent. Keep working hard, and I know you will achieve all of your dreams. Congratulations, and welcome to the National Honor Society.
Dakota Boydku is the daughter of Heather and Michael Boydku of Frankfurt. As a sophomore, Dakota loved her AP biology class, learning about how the body works, cellular respiration, replicating DNA, and especially dissecting a pig. The class also sparked her interest in science, and she is now taking a science course, or a research course, in which she is studying epigenetics. Even with her love of science, she invited Mr. Kleines tonight because he has turned a subject that she hated into a class she looks forward to during the day. Mr. Kleines is one of her favorite teachers. He makes the entire class laugh every day, introduces the class to books they would never have read on their own, and helps them understand the books while making them interesting. Outside of school, Dakota is involved in numerous activities, including basketball, lacrosse, cross-country, science research, student council, heroes and field trips, and more. Dakota's favorite memories from High Point have been with the cross-country team, which I'm glad to have been a part of. She can't just pick one memory from the season because every practice and meet was memorable. Pack running with Kayla and Lila, skipping practice and going pumpkin picking. Dan and Hubby doing stand-up comedy. It was the season she'll always remember. The first warm-up run of my season, I remember Dakota running next to me and introducing herself. I thought, wow, how nice. I want to keep running with this girl. Throughout the season, Dakota was an amazing athlete. She was fast and strong, but also knew how to bring fun into the sport. I'm so glad she was a part of my last cross-country season. She helped make it my best season. In the future, Dakota is not sure what she wants to pursue, but she has an interest in biology and loves to help people, which may lead to a career in medicine, something we have in common. It is my pleasure to welcome Dakota into the National Honor Society.
It is my honor to also induct Alicia Whitehead into the National Honor Society. Alicia is the daughter of Diana and Chris Whitehead of Wantage. She is in the National Research Club, Science Research Club, International Club, Math National Honor Society, and Science National Honor Society. Her favorite class is biology because she is fascinated about DNA and how it functions in all of us. And she plans on getting her PhD in molecular biology because of her interest in this subject. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Travai, who is no longer at High Point, because she helped Alicia fall in love with biology and convinced her to pursue molecular biology in the future. Congratulations.
On behalf of our principal, Mr. Talmay, we will now hear from Mr. Brian Drellick, STEM supervisor.
Thank you, Randy. Good evening. The personal touch to what we just experienced is simply unmatched all year, and I am so impressed. Wow. On behalf of our principal, Mr. John Talmay, and the entire administration, faculty, and staff here at High Point, I would like to congratulate all our members of the National Honor Society, and especially our new inductees. I would also like to thank Mrs. Sarno and Mr. Artmina, two dedicated members of our science department, for putting together tonight's ceremony. Everybody's story and how they reached the stage tonight is a bit different, but there are some common threads that we all share. No one here would be on the stage without their teachers. I want to recognize our loyal, committed, and selfless teachers here in attendance. We know as educators the moments that mean the most to us. The handwritten thank yous, the smiles and hugs at graduation, the aha moments, everything that you heard tonight, the emails from college indicating that when we tell you in class you're going to need to know this in college, when they get to college and they actually do need to know it in college, the validation that we get back occasionally that that was actually true. Oftentimes, that gratitude is shared in private, in passing without any public recognition at all. You all deserve each and every word that was said about you tonight. And I share the sentiment that your influence stretches far beyond these physical walls and far beyond the 720 days that these students spend with you. Your impact has a long-lasting impression on all of them. The most important and meaningful professional title that I will ever have is that of a teacher, and I genuinely appreciate your intimate role in making tonight a reality for these students. No one would also be on stage tonight without our parents and guardians. As a teacher and coach here for 14 years, I've admired with amazement the time, the follow-through, the driving, the concern, more driving that you have provided for your children back and forth between here, sporting events, and all the other places that you go. Even though for you in the audience tonight, your overnight wake-ups from crying or the cutting up food has been replaced with probably laying in bed and waiting to hear a garage door open or exorbitant food bills, your concern for your children still remains. I thought I appreciated my parents, and I know my parents supported me, but I now know as a parent there is no greater love than the love that you have for your child. I simply cannot imagine the pride that you must feel tonight, and I congratulate all of you on this evening where you can relax, reflect, and share in this wonderful, wonderful achievement. For the students on stage tonight, none of us would be here without you. You have probably heard for years about the need to be well-rounded, balanced, involved. They always used to say be well-rounded. They used to drive me crazy when people used to tell me to be well-rounded. And by virtue of your induction, you have demonstrated a mastery of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. With these qualities, you possess the skills needed for success, regardless of how any of you define it. I believe in the big picture, life readiness, employability, performance, and the experiences that we have. You have demonstrated your commitment to being more qualified, more prepared, and more dynamic. Wear these sports tonight with pride, wear them at graduation with pride, and embrace what they symbolize. I even encourage you to save them, this is true, and enjoy a laugh one day when perhaps your children will find them in a tote in your basement and decide to play tug of war with them like my 4-year-old and 1-year-old did last month, and it was quite a sight. In closing, I sincerely congratulate you on this well-deserved achievement. I thank you for representing our school with class and professionalism, and I wish you the best always. Thank you.
Will all members of the High Point Regional High School chapter of the National Honor Society please stand? To accept the oath of our National Honor Society members.
Everyone's ready? Right. Okay. Will all newly inducted members of the National Honor Society please read the oath of the society with me? I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been elected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. I will maintain and encourage my standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Once again, thank you, everybody, for coming out. Congratulations to our new inductees and to our current members. Give them a hand, please. A special thank you to the faculty. Brian said it very eloquently. They wouldn't be here without them. We appreciate everything that they do for us here at the school. Thank you to the parents once again, and to everybody for venturing out on this night. I can't think of a more deserving group than this group that you're looking at right now to brave the weather and everything else we did to get here. So thank you. We have a couple of special thanks to extend. The first one is to our executive group, the officers for the National Honor Society. Mrs. Sarno has a little token of our appreciation for them. Randy, Katie, the other Katie, Brendan, and Jessica. Thank you very much, guys. We put them through a lot during the year, we really did. And then a few unsung heroes for the evening that were working behind the scenes constantly, whether it was running stuff to the office, running stuff back from the office, last minute cutting up of slips and paperwork, and assembling the chairs and the candles and everything else that goes into an event like this, and then all the other events that they're responsible for during the year. So Katie Peters, Kaylin McMillan, and Sloan Hensley. Thank you very much, ladies.
For attending tonight's induction ceremony. We will be taking photographs in the hallway to your right. Please join us there before we adjourn to the foyer for refreshments. Thank you very much.